Dear small creators, you need to be seen. You need to get out of your head about filming in large places. You need to get out of your head, excuse me, about networking because you don't have the followers. You don't have everything that the brand is looking for. What did I do this morning? I spent the morning at an Armani Beauty event. I am a small creator. Do you think that I was standing there not trying to get contact information, not trying to reach out to brands and work with them? No, I showed up with great energy. I asked for marketing emails. I tried to make sure that they saw that I was doing content, that I was being seen. I have realized that the largest thing that is really preventing people from growing, including myself, is being afraid of being seen. I did not realize just how big of a fear this was for me. But brands aren't gonna find you in like nowhere. You know, you have to go to them, you have to talk to them. And that is what I have been working on because I may not have the following, but what I do have is 5 years of experience in skills creating content, and that is what I can use. You need to find what is your marketable point, because I often realize that we think everybody has to be an influencer. You don't. You can just create. You can be just a creator, and that is what I am. So network. You won't always get this big brand deal from it, and that's okay. You might get a contact. You might get added to a PR list. You might have somebody in your realm that when you do get larger, you can reach out to. And so start looking at it that way and stop looking at it as, well, I'm not this big influencer, so who's gonna work with me? You are putting yourself in your own grave. Well, where can I network? Where can I find these people? If you live in a major city, there are so many pop-ups and brand events, and you know the people that are working there, they work on the marketing team. Talk to them, connect with them. Other thing I'm doing this year, which I think helps you to stay motivated, is collaborate with other small creators. You don't need to always try to be in the space of somebody that's larger than you, somebody that can benefit you. You should be trying to grow with your peers, with people. That is what's going to keep you on track. And so every time I'm out, I'm like, oh my gosh, are you a creator? Let's connect. Let's collaborate. I think this is the year of collaboration if you want to grow. Right now, I'm waiting for my friend to get here because I think we're going to go to the second part of the Armani event and then grab some lunch. So let's go. One more point that I want to make before I go is that it took me a year to gain this level of confidence. If you remember watching my vlogs last year, I was going to pop up saying like, I want to learn how to talk in these spaces and not seem like somebody that's inexperienced and shy. And I took my husband with me to just little pop-ups because he has that. Like, he has all the confidence in the world. He's amazing with networking. So I'm not saying that this is something that's going to happen for you overnight, but you need to start. You need to start feeling comfortable pitching yourself. You need to start talking about what you do to people that are already in the space that you want to be in, because closed mouths don't get fed. Last year, I had the opportunity to speak with the founder of Tower 28 Beauty, and I was so shy. But you know what? I got her Instagram, I DM'd her, I was able to keep up to date on her socials. And now that I'm in a place where I am more confident, I have more experience, best believe I'm gonna reach back out and, you know, remind her of that event where I met her and tried to sell my skill points, because you have to start somewhere. And I just was so shy. And I look back at that like, oh, if I knew what I knew now, but it might not have changed anything, honestly. So yeah, don't be afraid, create, do what you need to do, and keep it pushing. So we just got done at the Giorgio Armani event. And I figured I'd show you some of the products that they went ahead and gave. First, the foundation, of course, because it's for the Luminous Silk Foundation.
Yes, I got one of these as well.
What shade are you?
I'm shade number 2. What about you?
Mine is 9.1.
9.1. Okay, should we show them?
Yeah. And so one of the things at the event that they mentioned is that they have expanded their color range immensely, which is great. If you are someone that's in between shades, you can find your color now.
overtake your vlog?
You can overtake my vlog.
Welcome to Kaviana's channel. Let's go. Oh my god, she got the boots. Are they
so
comfy?
good. They are, but the toe, well, you probably wouldn't have an issue because you have really small feet. But the toe bracket is like narrower than most shoes, but it has like a really cushiony pad.
Yeah.
So like my heels don't hurt. Oh no, you're good.
Should I make an appearance?
Right. We are at the Naturium event. It's so cute. Honestly, you get like free little goodies. I got a lip gloss, a keychain, and it's just nice being able to see the people that work behind the brand.
What did you get from the actual brand other than the lip gloss? What did you buy?
Oh yeah, I mean, I don't want to take it out because it's a lot of
like,
work.
you remember what it is?
But yeah, it's their glycolic acid body wash, as well as I'm going to try out the glycolic acid lotion. I love the body wash. After having my baby, I was struggling because like there's this thing called like postpartum funk. Yeah, like you stink after having it. Apparently, it's so that the baby can like smell you. And find you. It's gross, but that was the one thing that cleared it up for me. So like that was nice. What did you get?
I got the multi-peptide moisturizer. I love the multi-peptide moisturizer, so I got 2 bottles.
Okay, well, great. I'm getting ready to go out and run some errands, and so while I get ready, I figured this would be a great time to discuss having a social calendar. If you are a small creator, or even if you're not a small creator, if you're someone where your life feels like you just can't breathe, like you can't catch up, you have way too much on your plate, way too many responsibilities, you wear too many hats, that's how I've been feeling the past couple months, and also why I've been on and off with my platforms. I've been gone a whole lot. Just for reference, if you don't know me, I am a mom, I am a wife, I am a full-time accountant, and I operate my social media platforms, as well as I come from a huge, massive family. I am the oldest of about 8 siblings. I say about because, you know, we have some extra kiddos in there that I claim that may not be my siblings for real, but they are. And it's just so much, and I want to be social. I have my friend group. I am currently in the process of adding in extra friends, creator friends. I think I mentioned it earlier, like this is a year of collaboration, being social, being out there, and I could not manage it for quite a long time. I think maybe not the next video, but the one after that, it's already filmed. I will be discussing and breaking down everything that's been going on in my life and why I've been so wishy-washy. But I'm back, and I can confidently say that because I have backlogged content and I have been on top of my social calendar, which I think has been the greatest tool for me. And so I just want to talk more about that. But let me get my eyebrows done first. I'm gonna be looking in between the mirror and the camera because when I do my eyebrows, like I just have to focus. But as I was saying, a social calendar is one that just breaks down all of your social obligations as well as things in your personal life that are not business or work related directly. I thought that I had this, you know, I had my online Google Calendar or even like a planner where every day, you know, I wrote down what I had to do as well as like if I was seeing somebody, I just marked it in there. That's not enough. That is not enough. That is not how your social calendar needs to operate. I was looking at people that, you know, way higher tax bracket, and so I'm sure they have a ton more help than I do, but still, how do they get so much done in a day, even with people offloading, even with them offloading some of their responsibilities? And it's that they really are planning their lives, including their personal lives, down to the minute, y'all. And I realized that's what I needed to do. Now, am I strict about it? Is it like, oh my gosh, it's 9:37, I have to do this? No, and that's not what I mean by down to the minute. My calendar is broken down into like 30-minute or hour time chunks depending on what is being filled there. But creating my personal calendar the same way that I would a work calendar, an Outlook, has really changed the game in terms of understanding how much I can reasonably put on my plate. I think that I felt so overwhelmed because I was signing up for all these obligations, not because, you know, I was being unorganized. I was organized. I knew what was going on that day, but I didn't realize just how much of my personal life takes up the day. If I want to plan something with friends, but then I realize I actually have to go grocery shopping that day. I have a family obligation that day, and it's going to take me this amount of time to get ready. It becomes a lot clearer to see I actually would only have an hour to 30 minutes with that person. If they live too far, is that even worth it? Whereas previously I was just making it work, and then the house would get destroyed, and then I'd be stressed, and my family'd be stressed, and it wasn't working. And so I just have a much better picture of my time, and I feel so much better about that. And sometimes on that calendar, it literally is just like from 8 to 5 work, and like I put the name of my job, and that's totally okay. But it allows me to see like, well, what's my priority that day? And I have a separate calendar while I'm at work to actually understand those obligations. Like, you don't need your one calendar to be so bulky. But another reason why this is amazing is if you are a creator. I am a lifestyle creator. So if you're like in that niche or in a niche where you are showing people what you're doing, I realized my life was so boring, and not because it was actually boring, but because I never planned my life around my film schedule. And so a lot of things just wouldn't get filmed, or I wouldn't feel comfortable because like, oh, I haven't seen that friend in a long time and I don't know when I'm going to see them again. Whereas now I can put in like a placeholder for, hey, every single month, this is when I would like to see these friends. This is when I would like to see these friends, and just put their name there. And it's a great reminder as well to reach out to people, and I can film during those days. Like, of course, I don't like to overload my friends with my filming. Everyone is so kind. I have the most amazing friends, and they're like, girl, this is what you want to do. This is your hobby. You're trying to make some money. Like, film whatever you want to film. But that's another reason why I've been making more creator friends, so that I don't always feel like I'm just like being overbearing or bringing in like my hobbies and my work into my friendships, because they just understand a little more and they live closer. A lot of my friends still live in my hometown, San Diego, which can make it really difficult as well. And I think that the reason why I didn't have a social calendar like this set up for so long, because I am an organized person. Ooh, things might have fallen apart over the last year because I was preggers. And the year before that, I was, whoa, girl, we're gonna talk about it. I'm not gonna even talk about it right now. I will save that for later. But I've always been quite organized, and I was like, dang, what really happened? And I think it's that, first and foremost, I was traveling so much. And so being organized with my social life made no sense if I knew that I was going to be in a different state or in a different country like every single month. And that was fun. It was amazing. But that's not what I'm doing anymore. So I needed to regain control over my personal life and my social life, because that much traveling also was me kind of running from a lot of the stress that I had. It was like, let me just book a trip. If I have a trip booked, I have something to look forward to. And that ended up with me neglecting a lot of the people and things in my life. And so I'm back on track. That is one of my resolutions, and I'm feeling good about it. Doing my eyebrows while talking is so hard. Like, I never like the way they come out when I'm talking. But I'm just going to the grocery store, so it's really not that serious. Okay, this is gonna work. I typically don't even do this when going out to run errands, but it's raining outside and I've been trying to avoid that. So I was like, you know what, let's just do a little cute everyday look, like no foundation. This is just blush, gloss, mascara, and brows. That's typically how I do my makeup, unless there's like something important going on. So that's nice. Also, I know that I said that I needed to stop doing buns, and I've been doing so good, but I bought the wrong hair product the other day, and it just does not work to do the style I want to. It created flakes in my hair. So this is what we're working with until I can go out and get some more hygiene products, including like my hair cream. But I think I'm gonna leave you guys off here. I have some really fun collabs coming up, so I hope you stick around for those. But otherwise, don't forget to like, subscribe, hype my videos as well if you have that option. Your girl is trying to grow, and I'm back, and I'm better than ever. So I will see you guys another day, another time. Adios.